All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and I definitely had to jump into this one right here because I heard that Judge Jeanine went off on John Fetterman, and I've been hearing a lot of people say this man have a hard time following the dress code. Like, I hear a lot of people been calling him sloppy and all kind of names. Even I'm hearing his own side, the DEMS done turned on him. Seem like they want to turn on him. Now, and like I said, I seen a video a couple of days ago, like that was talking about it a little bit, and I'm looking like, why do this man dress like this? You know, pretty much when you into like this type of business, and especially, you know, you're supposed to wear suits, you're supposed to look presentable. This man is like walking around like wearing like clothes like he finna go to the grocery store or something, or go work out, I don't know. But it's crazy though, but a lot of y'all was telling me to check this out because y'all said that Judge Jeanine had something to say about it. And y'all know how much I love me some Judge Jeanine. I love her talking points. She don't hold back. She call it right down the middle. And I stand on that, man. Shout out to Judge Jeanine. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you as well. Without further ado, let's dive straight into this, man. But this right here is, I've never seen nothing like this before. Like a guy like this, you know, of Pennsylvania, dressing like this. But let's go. Let's see what Judge Jeanine got to say about it.
John Fetterman looking like your local car mechanic while presiding over the Senate this week, right after Chuck Schumer relaxed the chamber's dress code. The Dems man-child also getting to wear a baggy button-down shirt, knee-length shorts, and sneakers while meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky. But now Fetterman's fellow colleagues, who include Democrats, have had enough of this disgraceful attire.
I think we need to have standards when it comes to what we were wearing on the floor of the Senate. I can't understand exactly what he was thinking at that point.
I don't like it, and I think it would have been better if we had a discussion about it ahead of time.
My mom's upset. She said, you know, we sent you to the Senate, you went out, you buy all these nice suits, and now they get rid of the dress code.
Chuck Schumer spawned the floor. I mean, this is a bar that people can shuffle over and probably will.
I just think the people of Pennsylvania are embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for them.
But it's all a big joke to Senator Slob.
Of course. I've heard that some people are upset about that, and the right have been like losing their mind. You know, they're just like, oh my God, you know, dogs and cats are living together, and you know, like I said, aren't there more important things we should be talking about rather than if I dress like a slob?
You know, it's kind of interesting, Jesse. He says,
crazy.
aren't there more important things that we should be talking about? But isn't it interesting that Chuck Schumer makes a decision that with all the issues going on in the country, he decides that he wants to pretty much lower the dress code for Fetterman, of all people?
He doesn't have a reason to look like a slob. He's no different than anybody else. Peggy Noonan, I'm going to pull a Dana Perino. Peggy Noonan wrote a beautiful piece in the Wall Street Journal today. He says, if when you ask less of people, they're going to give you less. And she says Fetterman's a phony because he was born into a rich family and went to Harvard. He's not some man of the people. He's a fraud. By dressing appropriately, you're showing respect for your colleagues. You're respecting the institution, which is supposed to be the world's greatest deliberative body. Preeminent men set foot on those hallowed grounds.
And ladies.
Public servants, of course,
Don't stop.
make sacrifices. You have to go out of your way to look good. You don't just roll out of bed. It shows inner discipline, that you can comport yourself in a proper way. And it shows modesty to reflect the fact that, you know, you might not want to dress like that, but you have to dress like that because you are adhering to the standards of everybody else that your colleagues are. And it shows America that you respect them. And it shows that you care about the institution and you're modeling your behavior for young people. But he doesn't care about any of that. He thinks he deserves more. He thinks he deserves an exception to the rule, and he doesn't. He's just like everybody else.
You know, what's interesting, Jessica, is that in October, Fetterman said something like, I'm going to only wear what you're supposed to wear and whatever the dress code is. Meanwhile, Schumer changes the policy for him.
Yeah, I thought Remember, it was just a couple months ago that we were debating whether it was okay to wear like in-betweeny sneakers because Hakeem Jeffries had a rubber sole on his, but they were still
Shoes,
leather.
yeah.
And everyone basically agreed that you should be able to wear nice sneakers, that we have evolved in that direction. I didn't expect this. I thought maybe business casual, right? A suit, no tie, something like that is obviously a big change. I do agree that we have bigger issues, and Senator Fetterman has promised the Republicans if they actually pass a bill and keep the government open that he'd be happy to wear a suit. But
He'll be happy to wear a suit.
I am quite old-fashioned this way. I still get dressed up to go to the theater. I don't go on an airplane dressed like a slob. I think it's important to look nice for the people that you're around. It makes you sit up straighter as well yourself. And it was interesting, the dichotomy, because obviously this was a big story yesterday, and then I was watching Senator Fetterman speaking at a hearing, and it was really touching what he was talking about his difficulties after his stroke, processing what people were saying to him, and he uses his device, right, to make sure that he's not missing what people are saying. And I was wondering at that moment, are there folks that aren't listening to the content of what he's saying, which is so important for people who have gone through a stroke or who are disabled and have troubled with this because they are consumed that he's wearing a T-shirt or something like that? And I will also say, Kyrsten Sinema has sat up there, the Democratic senator from Arizona, wearing like a little denim vest. And I remember no one said anything about that. That feels on par with wearing an oversized T-shirt.
Okay, all right. He looks like a car mechanic, Kennedy. He looks like day after day. Why is he wearing a hoodie? Why is he presiding over the Senate?
That's crazy.
In shorts?
Are we going to do that? Are we going to
is?
do that for every single senator? Every single one who has a peccadillo or a special need that
he doesn't have a special need. He's dressed like that since we heard about him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He just
Now you heard. Now y'all remember at the beginning of the video, I said that Judge Jeanine does not hold back. She gonna tell you she ain't finna cupcake it. She ain't finna do any of that. She ain't finna sugarcoat none of that. She gonna tell it right down the middle. And you gotta look at it. This man is wearing regular clothes. The position that he's in, he should be wearing a suit to, pretty much fit in with everybody else. This man is wearing a hoodie with some shorts, something that you'll wear going to the gym, or you finna go running, or as Judge Jeanine called it, a car mechanic. Like that right there. And you gotta look at it. The Democrats are calling him out. They calling him sloppy. They say they don't like it. His own size kind of sound like Joe Biden, right? Because the Democrats, they don't like Joe Biden no more. They want him gone. Seems like the Democrats don't like John Fetterman no more. They want him gone. Because it seems like he don't want to, even if it ain't a dress code, you got to know yourself that, hey, okay, this is the position I am. I'm the senator of Pennsylvania. I got to dress right. I got to make sure I dress right. But obviously, it shows you right here that this man don't care at all. This man got look like a Dickies button-up shirt with just gym shorts and gym shoes. And that's why he's getting called out. And like I said before, even the Democrats, and at least they coming out and saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't holding back. They coming out and saying they don't like it. And obviously, John Fetterman, he don't care. He basically don't even care about it. He look like he just gonna wear whatever he wants to wear. But hey, I'm pretty sure that everybody in Pennsylvania, they voted for this man. I don't know exactly how long he been dressing like this, but seems like he been doing it since he been there. But obviously they done got tired of it. And like I said, shout out to Judge Jeanine for calling it out, because she ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. She gonna tell you exactly what's going on.
He's like the oldest Gen Zer in Congress. And he's 54 years old, but he's acting like a 21-year-old. Like, I need self-care and I need this to be about me. And it has nothing to do with what he's gone through. And I have a great deal of sympathy for the amount of time that he spent in treatment for his depression, which, I really think that was incredibly brave of him to come out and talk about that.
And I think he's doing well now.
This is unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary. And yes, there should be decorum in the upper chamber of the United States Congress. I'm sorry, but there are very few rules that we have left. And it's a very small price to pay. Dr. Oz is looking at this going, I'm a world-class heart surgeon and a cultural icon. Really, Pennsylvania? That's number one. And Kirsten Sinema.
He's from New Jersey.
She's putting on like pasties and a skirt made of little cocktail umbrellas going, keep the rule as it is. I'm going in.
All right, Greg, if you were a United States Senator, what would you wear?
Oh, you know it'd be chaps. Yeah, they say dress for the job you want. Apparently he wants to catch rats down by the wharf. But he shouldn't be dressing for himself. He should be dressing for his constituents.
Yeah.
And that's what makes, I think that's what, and the fact that he mocks people who are earnestly registering disgust over it, and they're actually being quite nice about it, to laugh at them. And he said it's the right. It's not the right. You heard all those Dems. I wish the Dems would
that's what I disagree with him with when he was talking about all the right. No, that wasn't the right that was talking about you. That was the left. That was your side that was talking about they don't like what you wearing. I'm glad he brought that back up because I almost forgot about that he tried to blame the right. Type of why is the right worried about it? No, that's your side that's worried about it, that's calling you out over that. Fetterman. That's the Dems. They calling you out. They sick of you walking around like that. They want you to be like everybody else. Wear a suit when you finna come meet somebody or go somewhere and you being seen in public. Like events like this, you need to be dressed occasionally. You need to be dressed in a suit. You know what I'm saying? So they calling you out, not the right.
To laugh at them, and he said it's the right. It's not the right. You heard all those Dems.
Yep.
I wish the Dems would speak up about more lax standards. That would be nice. Perhaps when it comes to crime and immigration, I wish they were just as pissed off about that. But I'm happy that they found their limit in apparel. But you mentioned depression, and it's interesting. Depression causes people not to do things, not to take care of themselves. And one of the things that psychologists and therapists say is you try to control the things around you, right? Make your bed. You know, concentrate, exercise, work on your grooming and appearance. That's a foundation for a better life. If you can't do that, it's likely that you can't do other things. And again, it's for your constituents. It's not for you. But it feels like another example of where the standards that we had in the past can be mocked. It's like, oh, that's so stupid. Oh, it's like, oh, you're so upset. Cats and dogs living together. No, actually, we're not that upset. We just think less of you. We think less of you. By the way, I don't think his dress is the worst thing about him. It's the stuff he believes. Didn't he chase a black dude with a gun?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wears shorts, because it's easier to chase.
To run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
All right. There we go right there, man. As y'all can hear, the Judge Jeanine, Jesse Waters, like to say, they called him out, man. But that is crazy, though. And like I say, your own side going against you. And he tried to blame it and say it's the right. No, it was the left. They talking about they sick of it. You heard him. The man said, I'm sick of it. My mama's sick of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't see how somebody like that don't follow the dress code, man. Well, I guess, he got his own dress code. He dressed the way he want to dress. But, if he was to be looking at it the right way, he'll be knowing, okay, I should dress like I'm supposed to dress, even though I can dress the way I want. But I know the situation I am, that I'm in. I need to dress like I'm supposed to dress, suit, tie. You get home, then you throw your hoodie, all that back on. But when you getting seen in public, you come to get ready to meet somebody, you need to be dressed right. So people will take you serious more. But, obviously Fetterman dressed like he want to dress, obviously. But y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about all of this. But this right here is crazy. I just didn't like how he tried to blame it on the right. Like, no, you ain't finna get away with that. You is not finna get away with it. But like I said, shout out to all of you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.